Welcome to Dragon Tricks. So in this video, the main thing I'll be showing you is how you can complete all of the quests for the portal upgrade in a single day. Normally, you're only able to do 3 quests, and then you'll be only able to collect tiny stars as the reward. But I'm going to show you how you can complete all of the either the 20 requirements for 20 quests requirement for the first portal upgrade, or alternatively among the second portal upgrade, which requires a 40 quest to do that. And I'm pretty sure with the third portal upgrade it's about 40 quests as well. But I have seen on Reddit some people say that on the first portal upgrade there's 10 quests, and also some of the rewards are a little bit different. So with these tricks I'll be showing you how you can maximize the advantage that you actually get by using these particular little hacks. You'll be able to see all of the rewards in the portal quest upgrade, the second upgrade. Personally, the first upgrade, the reward isn't as great, so I kind of rushed through it, and I was rushing through the second one when I found out how you can actually utilize these tricks and be able to maximize the amount of reward you can actually get. And by being on the version 6.3, there's actually more of a trick or hack that you can do as opposed to the upgraded one, but some of it will work. So you can watch the video, learn all of the tricks that you can possibly do, and then try it out if you have the upgraded version of the game, and just let me know in the comments what worked for you and what didn't, so it will help other players as well. Okay, so firstly, this is the quest I'm doing, and this is the third one. So you'll see once I've actually completed, given them the 4 crowns that has Magic Gem of Life, the crowns that they've asked for. I'm going to go ahead and claim my reward. And personally, I find that the second portal upgrade has a better rewards in terms of completing different chains. So the third portal upgrade, which I've got a video out where you'll be able to see all of the different quests in it. And apparently I've read if you skip the quest, it's actually different to if you actually do all of the quests one at a time. So again, it might be a little bit different, but the third portal upgrade, the quest is harder to complete, as you can imagine, because you do get better rewards. But I find that you don't get a lot of the different rewards that you'll get in the second portal upgrade, is why I'm sticking with the second portal upgrade. As you can see, I've done more than 40 quests simply because I would want to get some of the rewards on this round over and over again. And as you can see, we've gone to a tiny fallen star, and basically you aren't able to collect any more rewards. And how the bunny quests work is essentially it resets midnight local time. So you could effectively say that you're doing it late at night at, let's say, 11 p.m. You can always move your clock forward a little bit, so as soon as it hits midnight, then it will reset and you'll be able to do 3 rewards again. But that also affects the number of chalices that you have. So when you come back to real time, you have to wait out the times that you go forward. So if you can imagine, if you were to go forward a day to actually do the bunny quest, and then to go for another day, then you will lose the chalices unless you're doing about 7 at a time and using the chalice at the same time. So I personally don't like to do that, but because when you're actually playing around with the time, it is at your own risk, so you do want to be careful. And if you follow everything I do in the video, you should be safe. Okay, so once I've collected my reward, I'm gonna go out and save my game. So also some of the tricks I'll be showing you, it's best if your cloud save works. If it doesn't, then it's going to be a little bit tricky to do. So let's go and disconnect it. And then what I'm going to do is go and change out the time on my phone. So here's the network time. We'll change that. And I'm going to actually go back. Let's say by a day. You can go back by longer, so you can move forward a day at a time. It makes it a little bit easier. So sometimes I go back by about like a week, so I can do 3 quests in one day, go forward, do another 3 quests, and then basically do a week worth of quests before I have to go back again. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to just go back by a single day, and let's go back to our game. And I've disconnected the phone cloud save for a very good reason as well. So once we actually go in camp, like I mentioned, I'm working on the second portal upgrade. So there's 40 quests that you need to do, and because with the second portal upgrade there are various chains which you can normally only get with gyms, which is the monster idols, the fountain, and the topiaries. So like the bunny ones that you can get. You can also get that in the third upgrade, but the quest or the requirements is actually a lot higher, so it's actually better for you to do it with the second portal upgrade with less requirements. And but with the third portal upgrade, as you'll see if you check out my other video, you actually get the second level of the topiaries where you'll be able to get the bear instead. But you won't be able to get any of the monster idols or any of the fountains if you were to do the third portal upgrade. Hence why I'm sticking with this one. So you can see now we've got our rewards shown by moving the time back by a single day. So if you think you can do the particular quest without too much time, then I'll go ahead and do it. But personally, some of them takes a little bit too long, so I'm going to go ahead and just skip it. And like I said, here we go, is the bunny topiary over here. So I'm collecting these, as usually it takes about 40 gems to buy, and I don't have, you know, a lot of gems but just enough. And because with this version of the game I'm able to take advantage of the fact that I do have enough gems to actually skip the quest. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it the life sprout. And also some of the quests that you don't actually have the particular items to give, you can actually go and look through the quest, and some of them will actually give you the life tree spell for you this instance, so you can essentially do that quest and then come back and do this quest. So it's really good for that because there's a lot of variety involved. And once I've done that, so because as you can see I've skipped the quest, I've used quite a bit of gems, I'm gonna go back onto the world map and then retrieve my game. And by retrieving my game, essentially I'll be able to get all of my gems back. Hence why it's really handy to be able to skip it. And you'll see also, because I've actually done the particular requirements for this reward, such as the life tree sprout, because I'm retrieving the game, I'll actually get it back as well. It'll be as if I've never actually given it to provide the quest, but the quest actually gets cached so that you'll be able to actually still get the reward. Let me just show you. Okay, as you can see, we're into the camp again, and you will see here our quest is actually completed, and there's the life tree sprout that we provided. And also I'll show you where it is on my, can I find it? It's around here. Oh, there we go, there we go, covered by the large bunch of flowers. As you can see, the life tree sprout is still there, and you can see I've also got my gem back as well, the amount I had before, which is 2,183. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and actually collect our reward, which is the bubble here. And then what's our next one? I don't really want that one. So if you don't have a haunted house, maybe you can go ahead and complete that chain. But personally, I've got that one and also got plenty of haunted houses, so I'm not rushing to complete those. So once the game is connected and saved, I'm gonna go disconnect again and go back in camp. Okay, so we're back in camp again. And what we're gonna do, as you recall, before I went out to actually connect and save my game, and then I was disconnected from the cloud. Again, I'm gonna skip through the quest and find the ones which I would like the rewards for. And the really great thing about doing it this way is not only will you not actually use any of the reward or request requirements or whatever they're asking, and also you'll be able to get your gems back as well. So if you're still on version 6.3 and getting the unlimited eggs or nest, then you'll definitely be able to do this if you have the portal upgrade, because it is still in beta. It kind of just showed up out of nowhere one day, so it's really odd, because I do know if you don't have it, you can get it potentially by upgrading your game. You might get a version which has it. But of course, if you haven't gotten it up to this point and you're still on the lower version, unfortunately, unless you wait around, you may be able to, but you might not. So you might have to upgrade to get the portal request, in which case some of the tricks may not work. So here we're tapping nest. Go ahead and tap next. Oh, no enough space. Here we go. Nope. Okay, one sec. Get rid of that. Oh, there we go. Now we've completed it. Frankly, I don't want to mix something okay with the random eggs. So I'm going to go out. And again, we're going to retrieve our game. So it's like I've never tapped the nest. And once we retrieve the game, we're going to go back in camp. And again, we're once back in camp, we can go ahead and collect our reward. As I mentioned, I'm also working on the fountains. Probably don't need quite so many, but I also want to get the secret fountains, which is really great for getting life flowers as well. I only managed to get one so far. Okay, so I don't really like that particular quest with the mushrooms. So I'm going to go ahead and skip it. So I'm going to go out again and save my game. We'll save, and then we're going to disconnect it. And go back into the camp rather. And then skip the quest I don't like. So basically either I'm coming out to save the game and then disconnecting, and then I'm going back into camp to either claim my reward or essentially skipping the quest. So sometimes it takes a while to enter camp, as it happens when your game gets a little larger. And also if you have quite a few bubbles, so it could take a while. So sometimes I do forget because I'm doing other things at the time I'm doing this. Then I'll remind myself by going either I'm claiming my reward or I'm skipping. Okay, so now that we're back in, I am skipping because I'm disconnected from the cloud. So go ahead and skip. This one's going to take too long, so I'm going to skip that. So like I said, main thing I'm getting are monster idols and the fountains and the topiaries, but depending, I'm also collecting the spectra prism flowers due to this particular goal I have. Nearly there. Hence why I got quite so many in camp, so I'll be able to tap on it because they only have a single tap, which takes a long time to get to 300 odd taps. Okay, so now with this quest we need to get a lower level prism flower to give away, so I'm going to make some space and grab some. And like I said, because we're doing this while we're disconnected, once we actually retrieve the cloud save, effectively it's as if you still have it in camp and never given it. So when it comes up again, you can give out the same ones, so you don't have to constantly be creating them. Okay, so there we go, out to camp. Let's go and retrieve the game. And as you can see, I'm actually recording this on my phone because I have my messenger sent to send messages at certain times, so it kind of comes up with a message, so don't mind that. So we're retrieving our game again, and once it actually retrieves it, in just a moment, I'm going to go back in camp and collect our reward. Okay, we got back in camp again, so let's go and click the fountain as well. And another thing about it is, when you actually do these quests, when you skip enough of it, you'll come back to the same quest, and sometimes it gets cached in your phone as well, and you don't actually even need to complete the rewards. It will just show up as complete. All you have to do is just collect it. Okay, so as you can see, we're back to a start because we did 3 of the quest already. So we're gonna go out onto the world map and just quickly save the game. And then I'm going to disconnect. Essentially, then our next step again is go back in camp and skip the quest we don't want. Alternatively, you can just do the quest if you want, depending on how long it will take and if you like the rewards. And because we're back to a start, I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to our normal time. So again, we're gonna go ahead and put the network time. So essentially we went back a day, we're coming back a day now. And then we're gonna go back into our camp. As I mentioned, you don't actually have to go back just a day. You can go back a couple of days, a week, and then just move forward slowly, which I think is a little bit easier to do instead of having to go back and forth, back and forth. But of course, if you want to do that, you can do that, because sometimes your phone gets a little bit messed up with other stuff if your timing isn't right. Because I know if I try to go on Reddit or Discord, if the timing's not right, it doesn't work. And also on Wi-Fi, if you're connected to Wi-Fi and your timing's not right, it doesn't work either. But for 4G, you're on your phone, then it's not a problem. And also, if you don't want to also forget to leave your phone on the pastime, so you do want to always come back. So make sure when you're done playing with your game and you're taking a break, doing something else, having dinner, whatever, that you do want to come back to the network time in real time, so that it will be okay for your phone to still function, and make sure Facebook is connected and your cloud save works. Okay, as you can see now, we're back to our rewards again, and we can go ahead, do 3 more, and then we can go back in time again, and then do that over and over again. So as you can see, if you're getting bored of doing stuff in your camp and you don't have an event on that you're playing, then you can work on these quests and get these higher level rewards and complete your chain a lot easier, and also get the gym ones. And let's do some more skipping. So you should be able to see most of the quest when I'm doing this, what you get. Okay, merge dragons. I normally have quite a lot, but I've merged all my dragons now, so I'm going to skip this one because it's going to take too long for me to do. So I prefer to do the quest where you can just give stuff or create some things that you already have in camp. Say for instance, if you need to create a rock or prism flowers or whatever that you already have, then it won't take nearly as long. Whereas if you have to do a lot of merges, then it can take a while, and I like to just skip through those ones. But if you are working on a particular chain and you like the specific reward, then you might want to go ahead and complete whatever that's the requirement. And this one's okay, and we're skipping through that. So sometimes you gotta do quite a bit of skipping, but it doesn't really matter. So, but depending on how many gyms that you have, you might not be able to skip through to the reward that you want. Then what you can do, of course, is actually go out, retrieve your game, get your gym back, and then keep on skipping. Okay, basically the game will save to where you've skipped it to, and you'll still have that quest. So we're getting the bunny one again, so we're gonna give a golden tree, as you can see here. So now I'm gonna go out. So it's very important to remember that you don't claim it as soon as you complete it, because we're going to have to go and retrieve the game and get our gym back. If you do claim it, then you still want to go out and make sure you retrieve your game to get your gym back, because that's much more important. Because even if you claimed it, then it just means you won't get the reward because it will retrieve the game. So what you want to do is just skip along to it till you get to it again, okay? Because otherwise you lose your gyms and you won't be able to skip through the quest, and you won't be able to continue to do this. So now that we've got our reward waiting, we'll leave the game connected and go back in camp. Now we're back in camp. Okay, so let's go ahead and collect our buddy. And then again, you have a life tree sapling, which isn't bad. I think that's a level 10. With the portal 3 upgrade, the requirements is really quite a bit difficult. So depending on where you are in your game, it might take you quite a while to be able to complete that quest, but you'll be able to get a level 15 life tree, which is really cool. So once we've collected our reward, again, if you want to go ahead and complete it, you can. In this case, I don't want that, so I'm going to go out and save my game. And then once I do, I'm going to go ahead, disconnect it, and then again into camp and skip to a reward that I actually like. So basically here, everything in this video is all of the tricks that you can do for the portal quest. Basically you get endless amount of rewards for free, essentially, because you're getting your gym back every single time, and you don't actually need to give any of the items that you actually create. But you know, if you have to harvest stuff or merge stuff, then it might take you a little while to do. But if you really like the rewards, it might might be worthwhile. And the really great thing is, let's say if you go back for about a week or so and then come back a day at a time. I like to come back to the day before we actually get to the real time and then go back again for that week. And then some of the rewards actually get cached, so you don't even need to redo them, you just need to collect them. So if you were to say do this particular reward where you have to harvest 50 times, if you were to actually go back in time again, and then when you skip through and come through this reward again, you don't actually need to harvest it again. It will actually just be showing as it's done, and all you have to do is collect your reward. I'm not sure if I'll get to it. Let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. Oh, this one's okay, we'll give that. This is the Calyx, the monster idol, and then I'm gonna go ahead and retrieve the game. So I'm going to do this a little bit to see if I can show you what I mean by the fact that the game caches it and you don't actually have to do it again. So the video will be a little bit long. So I'm going to try and timestamp it for you if you like, or you can just watch the whole video or just fast forward, you know, on the settings and be able to watch it faster so you know what I'm talking about, because sometimes it's a little bit hard to explain. Okay, and then go in camp to collect that reward. So again, back in camp, let me go and collect the Master Idol here. And we've got this quest. So once you've collected, make sure you always go out to actually disconnect your game before you start skipping. Otherwise, you actually lose your gem, because it will, when you go out, you will actually save it that you've skipped. Alternatively, if you do sometimes unsure whether you are connected to cloud or not, you can always disconnect your internet. Okay, so once you actually disconnect your internet, then it definitely won't save. So when you go out, instead of having the green tick and cloud, you actually get the exclamation mark, the red exclamation mark, to say, you know, you can't connect to cloud. So you want to do it right there and there to disconnect it, and then go ahead and retrieve your game. So in case you know, forget to actually disconnect the game and you started skipping and spending gems, that's how you'll be able to save it. So it's really quite important that you remember to actually disconnect when you're skipping. So let me skip ahead and see if I can show you what I mean by the game caching it. Oh, this one's good, but I'm going to skip through it, see if I can find the one that we did previously to show you. Because with the second portal upgrade, there's actually quite a lot more variety of quests you can do compared to the third portal upgrade. Hence why I've chosen to stay here to finish. As you can see, this one actually did earlier. I didn't need to give the sprouting Midas tree anymore. It just shows as it's already there. So effectively, if you get lazy and you don't want to give stuff, merge stuff or whatever, you can pick a few quests that you wanted to do, and you might not, you know, want as many of the rewards. You might have already worked on some of the chains. Then you can just skip through to the ones you've done, and just essentially you just keep on claiming and not having to do anything until you finish your chain. So again, once you've got to the rewards, you want to go out and retrieve your game so you can get your gem back. So it's very important that you do that. Like I said, if you do forget, it's okay. Also, it just means you still go and retrieve your game to get your gem back, and then you just have to keep on skipping until you get to that particular reward again. Okay, so let me get the game and go and collect the reward, and that's pretty much will be it. Let me do once more. I think there's another reward you can collect. Skip through to see if it gets cached again to show you again. Okay, I'm back in camp. Let me go and claim the bunny, and let's see. Oh, we've got back to the start, so I need to have to go and change the timing again. There we go. So let's just go back by another day. So you don't have to go out of your camp if you just change it, and then the reward shows up again. And did we just claim our bunny? Yes, we did. So we're going to have to go out and save the game and disconnect cloud. So sometimes you do a little bit too fast, you do forget and start skipping prior to disconnecting. So like I mentioned, if you forget, just disconnect your internet to be safe. Okay, so we're back in camp again, and when that starts skipping the quest, let me see if I can get to the one that we showed in the video at the beginning. which I believe was a glowing dragon tree. Oh, this is another one that I was doing. Okay, let me go ahead and claim that because I'm like to get that one to complete my quest. Okay, here we go, retrieving the game. So you can see that these quests, the last two quests I claimed on, I didn't actually need to complete it because I already did it earlier on during the day. But for the sake of showing you, I want to get to the first one we started with the video so you know that it definitely works. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and claim that and make some space so I can tap it out for my goal. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and this is the last quest for today again. So once we've done this one, the next one we're going to have to change our date again. So that's going to save the game. I'm going to disconnect it again and then back in camp, and we're going to skip. Okay, back in camp. Let's go ahead and skip through to the one I was showing. What was that? Did I do this one? I can't recall. But as you can see, again, it's a quest that I don't have to do because I did it earlier on. So all you have to do is go and claim it. Because we've skipped again, so we're going to go ahead and get our gems back. And claim the reward. So I'm sure you're getting the hang of it now. So you want to go ahead and try it. I'm pretty sure with the going back in time thing, that will definitely work even if you have the upgraded version of the game. So effectively you'll be able to do more of the quest in one single day and be able to collect the rewards for it if you wish. So if you do want to rush through the first portal upgrade or the second one, you can do so by collecting all the rewards. You don't need to just get the tiny stuff or, you know, all of the work that you'll be doing to complete the quest. I don't know if it's an advantage or not to, you know, do the portal upgrade, because I did see that once you actually upgraded your portal, when you actually get a chance to re-roll for your event where you'll be able to double your rewards, the price of that actually goes up by quite a bit. Okay, so, you know, unless you're not prepared to do it, I don't think it's worth it as much, because you don't get as much of a reward in terms of how much you get with the basic one. With the basic reward, you basically get 2 nests of eggs, but once you upgrade your portal, instead of the nest of eggs, you'll get a level 2 dragon, and then you'll get more of it. And then also, you instead of getting the level 3 and 4, you actually get 2 level 4 dragons. But in terms of how much gem it'll cost, it's quite a lot. So you might just want to stick with the quest for the time being, and then see how you go. You maybe just skip the reroll next time around. So again, go and see, this one's quite good because I'm nearly there with my hill chain. So that's, I think it is a level 9 of the mountains, so that's quite good. This one, I don't know, this one I think is just kind of almost impossible. It's like you I guess unless you're working on the tree and you already got the houses, you could potentially do that, because that's the level 10 of the haunted houses. So unless you already have that, it's going to be a bit hard to work on this particular quest. But you can always go with the low ones. Instead of getting the level 4 cross, which this one is, you can just go for the level 3, which comes up as well. Okay, again, I'm going to go ahead and save it and then disconnect it. Let me just do it one last time. Hopefully we'll get to that glowing tree that we first started with. working on that is also because with the dragon trees, the glowing trees, is sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. So you might have to actually work on your dragon trees quite a lot in order to finish your glowing tree chain. Whereas if you can get it with the portal request, essentially you'll know, you'll be able to get it and you'll be able to 5 merge it up, but you'll still need quite a bit because it is a fairly high level chain as well. But that's just another way of getting it. So yeah, it's not by chance. You have to, hopefully you'll pop out with one when you merge dragon trees. Okay, let's see. Skip. No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that one, because I don't usually complete that particular quest because, again, it takes too long. Oh, okay, I was working on my golden Midas trees as well. Again, with this Midas tree, if you're looking at this particular one, I thought it was a bit odd at the moment, but this is a level 4 Midas tree, but the reward is actually a level 3 Midas tree. But of course, if you're using my trick, you actually have to give it, the level 3 Midas tree. Once you actually have it, you actually get it back when you retrieve your game. But with this reward, you actually get 2 of the golden tree, even though it doesn't say. So unless you get it, you won't know that. So there's quite a there's also another one where as you can see here, I'm getting the spectra flower to actually finish my particular quest over here. Now, one of them, as you saw previously, I only got 1 of the flowers, but there's also a second quest where if you complete it, which is it takes a little bit longer, you actually get 3 of them. So, which is pretty good value, I think, considering how much you will spend. So that's the video for you there with all of the tricks that you can combine to actually do the portal request. Basically, get all of your rewards and get all of the rewards which you will normally only be able to get with gyms, which I think is amazing, and you only be able to do it with the second portal quest, as a whole lot of the rewards doesn't come up with the third portal quest. So if you enjoyed the video, do like and subscribe, and let me know if it works for you or not in the comments. I'd love to know, and I'll see you on the next video.